What was the scariest thing during American Idol?
Oh, every week when they would, announce who was making it through, Ryan would have the card, and I could see it right out of the corner of my eye, but I never looked. Because I thought, if I don't see my name on there, or, whatever, I'm just like, I don't want to know ahead of time. I'll know in 30 seconds, whether I made it or not. But that was the scariest moment, knowing, like, I could see my fate, but I didn't ever want to look. I think just my heart just dropped every week for that. That was terrifying. Make it so special. So thank you so much for allowing me.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel. I might be doing some positive videos. I have no idea what I'll do. Let's go check it out. Hope you enjoy.
Yes, I would say for me the scariest, the most I can remember is at the end of Hollywood Week. So you spend the whole week, you don't sleep much, you don't eat much, and you're staying up all night and you're singing, and everybody's getting sick the further you go in because nobody's sleeping, nobody's taking care of themselves, and you're just stressed the entire week. And then you get to the end of the week and they divide you up into a room, and then you have to wait for a few hours, waiting for the judges to come in and tell you if you've moved forward or not. And at that point, you're just like, man, I made it through this whole week. I ain't slept in 3 days, I ain't ate nothing, and I gotta eat, And so that was the most terrifying moment, because I was like, if I did all this for nothing, and I gotta fly home tomorrow, first day I'd have been okay, but by that point I said, I'm already out here, I gotta stick around. So that was the scariest moment for me. After that, I was like, at least I didn't have to, if I get kicked out now, at least I won't have to not sleep for 5 days before they send me home.
Yeah, it was scary, but we had so much fun, and honestly, I say this so many times, but I really didn't think I was going to win, and I didn't really have intentions of winning. And I really didn't, honestly, people always tell you, like, you don't want to win, you want to be second or third, whatever. So I kind of was like, maybe I don't want to win, maybe that's not the best deal. They say you're tied down to all these contracts and it's a big deal, and so I was just like, I'm just having fun. I'm just doing this, and the rumors aren't true. It's been a great experience, and everyone's treated me well. No, I'm not obligated to say that, but yeah, everyone's treated me really well. It's been really good.
Oh, me?
No. Oh,
I just kind of, since forever, I don't know. I really don't know when it started, to be honest. It's just kind of been a thing I've done. I've been doing that Luke Bryan thing since I was like 12.
The Luke Bryan thing is like the first thing, when we met for the first time, I have videos on my phone. I was videotaping him doing this Luke Bryan impression because I thought it was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was just like, that's one thing that I was like, I have to be best friends with this kid because he's so funny. And we made him do it for group round. He walked out on the stage and he went, "Hi everybody," like in Luke Bryan's voice, and like no one.
No, they didn't get the reference.
No one like understood it.
They thought
we all thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, the Luke thing.
That felt pretty flat.
I thought, will she like me, or was she like Luke Bryan? And so that's, hey girl. Yeah.
I was just curious how you enjoyed your trip to Hawaii. I'm sure it was amazing.
It was great. The top 40 seemed to enjoy theirs too.
Well, when we got there, we had just found out that the top 40 of this season were all going.
So we're like, so our prize is the top 40's prize too. Okay. So we're making a deal for a car now.
Yeah. We wish. We'll write him a letter.
Hawaii was great.
Yes,
So.
it was magical.
It's fun.
We at Disney?
Yep, the Aulani Resort, and the most fun day was we rented a car and drove around the whole island. We had a little slug bug convertible, which my dad has always told me, you are never getting a slug bug. And I was like, oh, I can't. I mean, they brought the car to me, so I couldn't really say, I can't take it. We were very safe, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we asked for the cheapest option. We just got real lucky.
We thought they told us, you know, we said, what kind of cars do you usually get? Because I was like, that'd be so cool to get a convertible. And they said, oh, you know, usually the Toyota Camry or something like that. We're like, oh, that's cool. And then we saw this little bug drive around. We're like, oh, wouldn't that be awesome if we got that? I mean, there's no way, but it'd be awesome. Then he pulls up, and he's like, here you go. We're like, what? We felt like Malibu Barbie.
So did you get rained on with the top down?
No, did it rain?
No.
You never got rained
I
on
don't
with the top
think
down?
it ever rained at all.
Oh, gee.
I don't know if it did.
No, we just got lost a lot.
That's the fun part.
If you could like go back in time and change something during American Idol, what would it be?
That's a good question.
I would, well, you know what? That's a good question because another thing I've learned from this is that you can't really regret stuff because there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have like said that in an interview, or I wish I wouldn't have wore that outfit, or I wish I would have got my makeup done differently for that. But I'm just like, if I nitpicked everything, you know, I realized like everything's, you know, nothing can ever be perfect. It's not going to be. So I learned not to regret things. But since you're asking what I regret, I regret often this picking Walk Like an Egyptian. I wish I would have picked a different song there, and I wish I would have spoke up more about my outfits. But the thing is they had you in these dressing rooms for hours and hours, and they had a big rack of clothes you could pick through, but sometimes you'd go through the whole rack and be like, I don't really like anything, and then you just settle because you're like, I just want to go home. It's 8 p.m. and you're like, I just want to go home, so I guess I'll just wear this, right? Well, you probably didn't care as much.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I mean, they put me in clothes that I wouldn't normally wear, but be honest, like, once we got like top 10, I kind of didn't care as much about stuff, because then we had to like do themes, and I was like, whatever, give me whatever's on the list. And there was, you know, like, when we did Prince, I was more inspired about that, but then they're like, pick a Carrie Underwood song, and I'm like, I love Carrie Underwood, but I don't really do Carrie Underwood songs, so you just spin the wheel and give me whatever you got me. And then the only other thing is they'd take me in the wardrobe and try to put me in slim fit pants and say, well, I appreciate that, but I ain't exactly slim, you know. And so I wasn't prepared for that. And then they kept knocking my boots, and I said, well, buy me some more, and they never did. So I went and got my own.
I'm glad you sang that song. That was one of my favorites.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you can see, but I keep playing, it's like,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I mean, really,
Wow.
it was very unique. I love
And I did it for that. You know, here's the thing. I will say about the song choices, I learned you gotta play to America, honestly, because there were some times that I was like, you know, I like this song, but you know, if it was my way, I would have sang like Sarah Bareilles every week. But I was like, I think, you know, that's the thing about the show. I feel like you kind of have to play the game a bit. Because, I mean, you know, these you know, this certain, you know, group, these people are voting for this, and you kind of have to, I did that song because I was like, I'll do something unique, you know, something
I
weird.
mean, I didn't even know the words to it. I couldn't even sing with it. I mean, most things I can, and I'm going, okay, how did she do that without tripping over her tongue?
Oh, yeah, words were a big thing too, well, I mean, that was, it was terrifying, and it kind of proved itself when, you know, like Katie Turner just forgot her words and then was voted off that week, and people had said she was in the top 3 of voting every week up until then, and once she forgot the words, it you know, and that's like so terrifying. It's horrible because it's like, I thought she was one of the most talented people on the season, and I honestly thought that she could win the whole show. And I was nervous because I was like, we're kind of similar. She could totally take this whole thing. And so yeah, that
And I felt sorry for her.
I did
She really
too.
did do a good job.
I did too, because I think, she's one of the most talented people I've ever met, so.
Thank you so much for coming and supporting me. You guys have been so great to me throughout this whole journey, and you still are. It's so great because, you know, when you're on the show, it's like all, you know, lights and camera, and like, you know, it's like it's a big deal at the time, but when you're off, you worry that, you know, have people forgotten about me, or is anyone going to care now that I'm not on TV?